People like to think about this romanticism of entrepreneurship, just do whatever you like type lifestyle. But what they don't talk about is really what it takes. Having a 9-to-5 is super predictable, more or less, right? We go to work, we're given a task. You could do a mediocre job or a great job, and you're gonna receive a paycheck. There's something to lean on, there's some security there. And it's also something that we have been indoctrinated and pruned to believe in this idea of giving our labor, giving our ideas, giving our skills to a company in exchange for a paycheck. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people need the security blanket of having a life that is in a schedule. You know that you're gonna be going to work Monday through Friday or whatever it may be. There's something to rely on there. On the opposite side of being an entrepreneur, everything is on your back. There's no guarantee that you're going to be getting a paycheck. There's no guarantee that everything that you've been doing, even if it's been amazing, is going to pay off. And there's no one to pat you on the back and tell you that you're doing a good job. Being an entrepreneur is extremely difficult, and it's all about having faith that you are going to fall back on all of this hard labor and all of these intellectual property rights that you've been putting forward and having a payoff in the end. I was having a discussion with a dear friend of mine who is absolutely an amazing character. This is a person that I have worked with directly. He has given me so much inspiration. I always bounce ideas off of him, and he recently lost his job. We were speaking and he wanted to possibly go in this realm of being an entrepreneur. And we talked about it, and we're like, you have all the skills, you have all the labor, you have all the connection to do so. We fell out of communication for a little bit. Then he came back into my life and we started chatting and wanted to see what he was up to in the projects that he can assist me on. And he told me straight up, Jason, I want to do what you do, but I just don't have the faith that I can persevere in this climate. I have a family, I have a house mortgage I gotta pay, and all of these things. And so therefore I need to go back to what I know, what feels right. And that was a 9-to-5. And after he said that to me, it really dawned on me. And I started to really think about this video and think about my life and what I've been going through since I started working at the age of 15, that I had a click in my mind that I wanted to own my own labor. I wanted to own my own ideas, my own intellectual property, right? Regardless of the cost. That has put some struggles sometimes in my life because I've gone periods of time without a paycheck and had to have money stored in the bank to progress my life. But thank God I came from a mother who never really showed to me that we weren't wealthy. She was 19 when she had me, and she had to work her ass off because she didn't have a college degree. She just had a high school education, and she was raising a child on her own. And she just showed me hard work and dedication and perseverance. And money never was really a topic. Money was just something that we needed to survive, but I never felt like I was poor because we weren't. That's just a feeling that you have in your body, in your mind. Just like Dave Chappelle says, we weren't poor, we were broke. And I believe that, and it struck a chord in me when he said that. Money to me is just an exchange of energy. If you focus on it too much, and if you focus on what you don't have, it comes back to you tenfold. It's a law of attraction, right? So with this concept, and this gentleman, my friend who was talking to me about his insecurities and feelings of wanting to get back to a 9-to-5 where he knows and feels secure in, this is the video for us people that want to take that leap. And I always say that you will never achieve anything unless if you dive in head first. 50% of your application into some task or whatever, it will just be a hobby, and it will always be a hobby. It will never be something that will be your livelihood until you dive 100% in. I would like you to start thinking about being an entrepreneur is very similar to owning a car or leasing the car. When you're an entrepreneur, you're buying that car out in cash, outright, you own it. When you are a 9-to-5 employee, you're leasing that car. You're leasing your skills, you're leasing your labor, you're leasing your ideas to your employer. But the very moment you get fired and the very moment you walk away, everything that you've designed, created, implemented now goes back into the ownership of the employer, just like it would be if you leased a car. But on the contrary, when you are your own boss, you are an entrepreneur. Everything that you put on the line, your cash, your ideas, your body labor, your intellectual property, that is in your ownership. So when you succeed and you grow, which you will, all of that comes back into your hands, into your ownership. And this is where the divide happens, because everyone wants ownership, but they don't want to take responsibility. And being an entrepreneur takes an insane amount of self-discipline and an almost irrational belief in oneself, because you're not just betting on a business, you're betting on yourself. You're betting on your idea, you're betting on your creative abilities to make things happen. So if you want to start your own business and be an entrepreneur, ask yourself this: do I want to keep leasing or do I want to own? This is going to be a true gut check. Thanks for sticking around, you guys. Once again, I'm Jason, the host of Successipe, where we take small recipes to unlock profound successes. Until next time, ciao.
Boom, 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 boom.